Hey guys, hope you're well. So this video is basically directed towards rehabbers, investors. So this is a two-family that we just recently closed on in Irvington, Grove Street, New Jersey. I know the street very well, very well. Been breaking comps on this street for a while. Now, there's a big story behind this home. Let me just change the view of the video, whereby when the deal came to us, the seller wanted to wholesale the home for $250,000. Now, when I heard of that, I understood the reason why. I understand, when you've done a rehab and you just want to get out and it took longer, and you can be fatigued at the end of a rehab. But I just said to them, look, I know you don't know me, this guy with a funny accent speaking to you. Don't give away your money, okay? Now, the other thing that I said to him is that I was basically in the process of closing on a three-family that would actually affect the sale of his home. So I said to him said to them, because they're business partners, that I'm due to close on the three-family for $325. So that would affect your comps anyway. So what I did for these guys, I delayed on the transaction. I actually closed out another deal on the street here for $510 to create a new comp for this property. So they were at $250. I said to them, don't do $250. Just give me some time. Let's do $275. Then I saw that there was a lot of interest, and I usually test the market first and speak to other agents in the area that I work with. So we went from $275 to $300,000. We got offers at the $300,000. We got offers at $325. The issue with this house is that it had one tank, it had one electrical panel, so it was a single family home that was converted into a two-family in regards to the opportunity. But the rehab was done for that individual at that price point. Driveway, got parking for several cars. The first offer or first transaction that went through, it fell apart at the last moment before closing, whereby this is why I explained to individuals it's important who you select as your agent. So the deal fell through because of, Eric, can you see this? The railings were shaky. Can you see that? That was the reason why the deal fell through. Now, the rail is still shaky and it's closed. So the lender kicked up a fuss about it. I spoke to the agent to say, hey, let's just put the money in, let's do a credit, and let's close. In a nutshell, the contract was terminated, and it caused a big issue because the buyer potentially lost their budget deposit. Second offer came through, and what it was, the first offer was apparently started off as being conventional, and this is where honest agents need to be honest. Okay, if you're going to switch it to an FHA during the transaction, just ask permission, okay? Just ask permission, let us know what's happening. So we find out that there's a FHA number attached to the application. They sent through a conventional pre-qualification letter. The FHA application is tied to the home for around about 180 days, which causes a problem, okay? So for the next person that's coming to buy the home, that appraisal is going to be stuck on the home itself. So I decided that the second buyer that we're going to have come through had to be a conventional. Okay, you're not allowed to discriminate, but I knew the problem that we were going to have beforehand. So we went conventional. We got the offer of $325 and above. Remember that he started off at $250. I told him not to. He's at $325. He's excited. Okay, delayed in time, went through. And on this occasion, I didn't do the transaction support. I gave it to one of my guys to do the transaction support. And similar, I had the same problem internally where the agent broke the deal. Broke the deal meaning that arguing with the client, arguing with the agent, not providing information, broke the deal. Okay, that's what it really boiled down to. So that was the second deal. When I jumped in, the agent just said, look, we had enough now. I had to just apologize, this is what it is. But life goes on. So the point is that once again, the 180 days was done now. I created a comp up the road for the 510. What do you think Darrell was going to do? Anyway, my next offer came through, 372,000. So we're jumping from 250, 275, 300, 325. Now we're at 375. Now my client's thinking, what's going on, Darrell? What is happening? What's going on? And I'm saying that you have to learn how to read the market. When you go through 100 homes a week, and this is what I'm teaching my clients at the moment, you have to read the market. Comps and Zillow, that's not going to help you. You know what the new CMA is? The new CMA is basically offers. What type of offers do you have from existing transactions, and what can you move them over to new transactions? Anyway, closed out on this 372,000. We had to give some concessions, okay? So this is a couple times I've worked with some agents whereby when it comes to a problem, they just kind of freak out. I'm thinking that they know how to handle these issues, but there was an oil tank there, okay? Now, if you haven't dealt with oil tanks before, just say you haven't dealt with it. But my attitude is that we want to get the deal done, okay? And what I normally advise my clients is that, look, we'll put the money in escrow to remove the oil tank and deal with the remediation, okay? So that's what we did. And I've done this for a couple of people, a couple of agents, but they haven't been comfortable with themselves and explaining it to their client. They just say oil tank and they go crazy and then they kill the deal. So the deal didn't just die because of the oil tank. It was just really lack of communication. But I keep on having this situation. Darrell wants to get the deal done. So we gave some credits to deal with the oil tank. We closed the transaction without the oil tank being poured. So it's scheduled to be done. You have to apply for permits and there's money in escrow to deal with the oil tank afterwards. So you don't have to delay. You don't have to delay the process. You just need to know how to get things done. So I just want to say thank you for everybody that helped to get this deal done. It wasn't easy, and this is why I explain to people, I'm not the best agent in the world, but I know how to get things done. And that's really down to being through a lot of transactions and being able to learn from each transaction. And I'm very happy for my client because he trusted the process. And when you see me post those things, oh, thank you for trusting me with your real estate needs, that's what I'm basically talking about. People don't come to me to just be a realtor or agent. They're coming to me for a result, okay? So everything I do is kind of unconventional at the moment. If you listen to the lenders and the appraisal, this would have never got done. But I know how to get it done. So we got it done. 372,000 from 250, that's what you want to wholesale it at. And I say to my clients that if you're one of my clients, you cannot be losing money. You cannot be losing money. You must be making money, and you must have a mindset to make money and do the education. If you're not willing to learn, then you're not going to earn. And I'm getting a lot of clients that saying that they have a lot of experience, but the experience is no good if you don't know how to execute, okay? So if you're losing money and you're one of my clients, then we can't be clients anymore. That doesn't make any sense. I've got a process, I've got a system. You hired me to execute the system. Let me execute it. If I can't execute it, you realize that I just stand back. And then what happens to the transaction is we do it your way, and then you may not earn what you're supposed to earn. So the point of the message is trust the process, okay? And wear the right hat and make sure that you're focused about collaborating and getting the deal done. Okay, so have a blessed and productive day. I'm running to the multifamily tour. I just came here to pick up my lockbox. I was just whizzing by, but I just wanted to do a video quickly. Speak to you soon.